Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, May 28th, our word of the day is gentility. 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 Gentility is a 9-letter word and a noun. Remember, a noun refers to a thing, a person, an animal, a place, a quality, an idea, or an action. Gentility means social superiority as demonstrated by polite and respectable manners, behavior, or appearances. In other words, superior social status or prestige evidenced by manners, possessions, or mode of life class or a good upbringing. Anyone can be nice. Many people have good manners. But gentility is that rare kind of graciousness that is handed down from one elegant generation to the next. In the early 13th century, gentility described someone's social status, coming from the Old French word gentil, meaning high-born, noble, of good family. Over time, the word's meaning broadened to include those coming from a family whose members had a refined manner and an elegant way of expressing themselves, no title of nobility required, just as today anyone can be a gentleman or woman. Gentility is a word that is often used to describe a certain level of refinement or elegance in behavior, speech, or appearance. It is a term that is often associated with the upper classes or those who have been raised in a certain way. If you are looking to use the word gentility in a sentence, there are a few tips that can help you to do so effectively. Firstly, it is important to understand the meaning of the word gentility. As mentioned, it refers to a certain level of refinement or elegance. This can be seen in the way that someone speaks, dresses, or behaves. It is often associated with the upper classes or those who have been raised in a certain way. Understanding this meaning will help you to use the word in a way that is appropriate and effective. When using the word gentility in a sentence, it is important to consider the context in which it is being used. For example, if you are writing a formal letter or essay, you may want to use the word in a more formal way. This could involve using it in a sentence that is more complex or using it in conjunction with other formal language. Another tip for using the word gentility in a sentence is to consider the tone that you want to convey. If you are trying to convey a sense of elegance or refinement, you may want to use the word in a more positive way. For example, you could say something like her gentility was evident in the way that she carried herself. This sentence conveys a sense of admiration for the person's refinement. On the other hand, if you are trying to convey a sense of criticism or disapproval, you may want to use the word in a more negative way. For example, you could say something like his gentility was nothing more than a facade. This sentence conveys a sense of skepticism or doubt about the person's refinement. Finally, when using the word gentility in a sentence, it is important to consider the audience that you are writing for. If you are writing for a general audience, you may want to use the word in a way that is more accessible and easier to understand. This could involve using simpler language or providing more context for the word. Overall, using the word gentility in a sentence can be a great way to convey a sense of elegance or refinement. By understanding the meaning of the word, considering the context and tone, and thinking about the audience, you can use the word effectively and in a way that is appropriate for your sentences. Similar words include civility, courteousness, courtesy, genteelness, graciousness, politeness, social superiority, respectability, refinement, distinction, ascendancy, poshness, couth. Examples of sentences using gentility are: education was considered a mark of gentility. Ed's lack of gentility was evident when he started to drink the water in his finger bowl. People of gentility know the difference between a salad fork and a dinner fork. When speaking of role models, one cannot help but make note of the Queen's gentility. Richard must marry a woman of gentility because his parents are members of society's upper crust. While the Klein family was once the picture of gentility, several of its members have since been arrested on criminal charges. Make sure to save this new word, gentility, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!